What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. We are joined with our first guest of the day, Anthony Herrera. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for joining us early morning. Right off your big win on the Canelo Alvarez undercard, man. That must have been a dream come true, but how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. It's just got my eyes hurting a little bit, from the fight. I got headbutt twice during the fight, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. It's just some swelling.
So you came into the ring with the cape on, man. Would you call that a cape?
Yeah. They made that cape for me, so I was actually supposed to wear that my last fight, but I ended up wearing it this time around. So my nickname's Superman. That's my ring name. Obviously, I got the glasses. I come across as Clark Kent. So once I take off the glasses, I'm a completely different person in the ring.
For sure, I like it. Dope, I like it.
That's pretty dope.
So I want to know, man, how'd you end up signing to 258 Management? They're like on the cross the pond. How'd that relationship evolve?
Yeah, that's actually a very interesting one because I'm actually like the first Mexican American that actually signed. So with that, back in November around that time, I got an opportunity to fight for Matchroom. So it was either gonna be in a Mexico show in Puerto Vallarta, or on the Teofimo Lopez undercard when he fought Cambosos. Mm-hmm. So it turned out to be that one, and they took a look at me and I performed. I did what I had to do. I got a second round stoppage and MSG in New York. So after that, I'm also being co-managed, by Manny Robles.
Legends. Nice.
Yeah. So I just left a good impression, and they liked what they saw. So that's kind of where it started, and it took off right there.
I was gonna ask, did the relationship because I know Chris Millie's obviously over there too, and he's with 258. Did that kind of help bring guys, or?
I think that had a little something to do with it as well. So that actually kind of opened the doors for me.
Okay. Now talk about it. Obviously, being over there with an experienced trainer. Like Manny, and just getting that management from him, how has that helped? And big cards, obviously, so you're doing the right things, right?
Yeah. So obviously, I just fought on the Canelo card, so that's actually getting put on big cards. That's what they want. That's what they want to do with me. Put me on those cards and training over there. I'm training in Southgate in Los Angeles, in California. So it's just good vibes at the gym. There's a lot of fighters that be stepping in the gym for sparring and whatnot. We got Virgil Ortiz training with us now, so there's a lot of experienced pros there.
So obviously fighting at the small weight classes, I feel like it's hard in this country to get acknowledged, get recognition. We've been seeing it pick up throughout the years. Chocolatito made a lot of noise for years. Sobranvisa did his thing. Estrada has been doing his thing, and now obviously Bam. Do you think you can be that next one to really make a splash in one of those smaller weight classes?
Yeah, I think so. I think especially with how boxing is right now with the smaller weight classes, especially being with Matchroom, I think Eddie Hearn's shining light on the smaller weight classes, and I think I'm in a good position right now, with Matchroom. So I think I'll be able to do that pretty soon.
Now I gotta ask, your first 3 fights were at Bantam at 118.
Right.
This last fight you took it at 115 pounds. Are you staying at 115?
Yeah, I plan on staying at 115. The first 3 fights, it was just to get. It was easier to get fights as well. 115. I was on the Olympic qualification team at 114. So I knew it wasn't really gonna be a problem to make it.
Okay.
Even though it has been a while since I made that weight, but I made it and really with no problems and felt great in there.
Now the headbutts, obviously, that's what stopped the fight. Talk about it. How did the headbutts affect the fight? You still won unanimous decision sweep on the scorecards. Didn't lose a round, but how did you have to adjust to those headbutts?
Yeah, so I think I got headbutt in the second round, and with my opponent, he was kind of leaning in, a little shorter than me. So I think that's why I had played a big part in that, because my last fights I hadn't gotten a headbutt in any of those other 3 fights. But man, I outboxed him. I felt, I actually felt like I did pretty good. Displayed some angles, showed my footwork, speed, power was there, and I think I could have stopped him, man. I had him pretty close to being stopped in the 4th round. The referee almost jumped in, but I didn't get the stoppage. It was a technical decision. So yeah.
Can you take me back to this Valenzuela fight in Guadalajara, and what happened? Why did you get the draw?
You know what? I'm not too sure why I got the draw, man. Honestly, I thought I won at least 5 of the 6 rounds in that fight.
5?
Yeah, I thought so. I really thought so. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Was it
there,
not like a match room? Was it off TV?
It was actually a co-promoted event with Canelo Promotions, so I think that's that had a lot to do with it as well. Also fighting a Mexican fighter in Mexico, I don't know. It's just I just felt like it was kind of unorganized, but yeah, I thought it was
unorganized.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was a little different. A little different.
Different how?
Different how?
Just the way it was set up. I think the judges, the scorecards are like way off. I felt like each judge was watching a different fight, and it was a split draw. That's what I got, a split draw. And I watched the fight maybe about 5 times. Each time I watch it, I get like more upset, how with the way it ended. But I thought
do you think
should have been a unanimous decision win for me.
Do you think that you'll keep watching it? I mean, the fight was now 3 months ago. You've now stepped back into the ring. You shook that off. You're back on the winning track. Do you think that will still affect you at this point, or?
Well,
hell yeah. Supposed to be a win. I'm sure he always gonna think about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's on my record. I got a draw on my record.
No,
I feel like I
hear you, but so does Canelo, and none of us can tell you the name of the guy he first drew with.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I mean, I don't know his name, so all I'm saying is you're back on the winning record. Don't let it, hold you back too much or anything like that, because, shit continues. How old are you?
I'm 21. I'm about 22.
21. So
when you turn 22?
Halloween.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Next month. Yeah.
Okay, so you
happy birthday. If we don't get to see you, that's right around the corner.
You had just turned 20 when you made your pro debut. Then
I was 21. Yeah.
Oh, you're 21.
I was already 21.
When you made your pro debut, I was actually in the building. What was that experience like? And did you ever consider, waiting a little bit longer to turn pro? Maybe trying to pursue the Olympics or anything like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was on the Olympic qualification team for 2020, but with the whole COVID situation, I got delayed a whole year. So I was actually trying to turn pro like around 19, with that was the whole plan. Turn pro at 19 and then see where that would take us. But, this whole thing, it delayed it, and I didn't even end up going to the Olympics because of there was a COVID outbreak in Argentina where a qualifier was to be held. And I didn't even get to step foot in the qualifier, so that's what happened. And then I decided to turn pro, and I think it was an okay time. I'm not so old. I'm still 21, going on 22.
So, Anthony, what sort of career trajectory you think you're gonna have? And what I mean is the pace. Do you see yourself facing Bam at 115, or do you think by the time you're ready for a title shot, he would have been in another division?
We're both around the same age. I think I could see that fight happening. I think it's a possibility, like later down the road, maybe about a year or so, or a year and a half, depending on obviously how I'm coming up. But I think I made a statement yesterday, so I'm staying at 115, and we'll just see how that goes. I'm on my 4th fight. And just get a few more rounds in, move up to 8, 10, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, because you switched from 4 to 6 pretty quick.
Right.
Normally, a prospect does 4 4s, 4 6s, then moves into 8. So, do you see yourself as like a Shakur Stevens, a Lomachenko, a Rigondeaux? These guys, in 12 to 13 fights, they became world champions, and their opposition move quickly, because if you're moving through the rounds like that, sooner or later they're gonna have to start to put fighters that match those rounds in there with you.
Right, I do see myself going that route. I think we'll
really.
Yeah, I think.
How many amateur fights total?
I have 55 amateur fights.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't have so much, but with the sparring I'm getting, the team, I got a great corner. So I think we'll be going that route.
Wow. Why do you think? Is it a rush thing, or is just you believe in your skills thing and your team believes in your skills?
I don't really think so much of it as a rush thing. I think it's just they believe in my skills. I believe in my skills. So I think that's more what it is.
Who are you getting sparring with that you're feeling disconfident?
Well, right now we got some prospects. I've been sparring Saul Sanchez. They some flyweights. some world champs. Some Japanese world champs. Junto Nakatani. I've been sparring him. Got some working with Ken Cheeto not too long ago for this camp. And possibly, man, the monster.
Where'd you get the work with Ken Cheeto at?
In my gym.
Okay.
Knockouts Boxing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He spent a little bit of time here in Vegas, and I knew he was going to LA next. So I didn't know if you came here or if he had went there.
Yeah. He went to my gym.
Okay.
So you're with Manny Robles?
I'm being co-managed by him. He's
trained.
His assistant Edgar Hassel. He's my head coach.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Manny's not training you.
He works with me.
And is Edgar Estrellita?
Yeah, that's my head coach.
That's the one who infamously took that, or famously took that left hook from Andy. So,
okay.
So how's it been? Just to have that experience so young in your career, to work with veterans, to work with, world class trainers who've been in the game and built world champions.
I mean, I think that's what helped me a lot. Especially in the amateurs. As an amateur, I always at the pro style. Training with them.
So you've always been with them?
Well, I mean, I've been with them for about 6 years, going on 6 years now. So that's how I made the qualifier for the Olympic trials, getting that great sparring over there in Southern California. I was actually sparring with Oscar Negrete at the time. He was actually one of my main sparring partners once I qualified for the trials, so that helped me out a lot, sparring guys like that at that level.
So for you, where do you see yourself in the next year? I mean, you're coming up on, November makes 1 year that you've turned pro. What would you like, for that second year of your professional career?
Well, for my second year, heading into next year, I mean, looks like we're gonna start going do a couple more 6-rounders and then start heading into the 8 rounds, and then from there we got to see what what fights we could take or what's available right there. Maybe even fight for a minor title if that's a possibility.
Have you got the chance to meet Joshua yet?
Joshua?
Yeah, being with
I actually have not got the chance to meet Joshua, but we interact sometimes, on the group chat and whatnot. But I would like to meet him, like in person. So.
Absolutely.
Or possibly fight on the same cards, pretty soon.
Yeah, that'd be dope, man. Because regardless, any card that he's headlining is gonna be a big event. So that'd be dope. So you'd be open to going across the pond to take a fight?
Oh yeah. That's where I want to. I want to get that fan base as well in the UK.
So obviously on your Instagram, we came across your Rolly impression, man. Has he reached out to you for doing that?
Yeah, Rolly likes those videos, man. He'll be sharing them, reposting them, and I was actually trying to get some work in at his gym, so to cut weight for this camp, but I ended up coming here, so.
Shout out, man.
So we gonna get a live impression or what?
Yeah, man. I mean, I just want to fight anybody at 147. I want Errol Spence next.
Man, shout out to Rolly. I got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. He says, did you see Bam Rodriguez's fight? What are your thoughts on it? And do you feel he'd do better at 112?
I didn't really see the full fight, this weekend, but I think he would do good at 112. To be honest with you, I think, I mean, if he come, he's like a natural 108 pounder.
Yeah, naturally.
So I think he would do good at 112, but I didn't get to see the full fight, so I can't really say.
Brandon in Houston says, thanks for coming on, Anthony. Good performance versus McKinley. It seemed to me he was looking for a way out by blaming his eye after you turned the oven up on him. I don't have a question, but I do have a request. Give us your Rolly impression, bro. Oh. But you did that. But if you want to do more, feel free.
Got anything else, champ?
I got Casual Boxing Fan. It says, what is your honest opinion on fighters stopping the fight instead of taking the entire 5 minutes to see how they feel?
Well, I mean, that is kind of an excuse to find a way out, like with my situation, I did land a body shot. I felt like that body shot did put him out, but kind of used the headbutt as an excuse.
Did you see the Golovkin and Canelo performance?
I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Actually, I didn't really get to watch that.
I hear you.
Yeah.
You didn't miss nothing.
Nah,
Was it one of those
highlights? It just
Was it one of those fights that you weren't really like excited for?
I mean, I really wasn't too excited for that fight, to be honest with you. I mean,
Yeah, I
I mean,
feel
it's
you.
happened twice. You know, it kind of looked like the other 2 fights. So
I got you. 4 pro fights already. You've already fought. At MSG. Already fought here in Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. What venue? Because you've already fought at 2 great ones. What venue? Is it a venue that one day you would like to headline?
I mean, shoot, I would like to fight like somewhere in LA. You know,
Staples
like around
Center?
there. That'll be nice. Staples Center. I would like to fight in the O2 in London. I
Oh,
think
two.
that'll be
Okay.
pretty dope. O2 and like in a stadium in the UK or something. You know, that'll be pretty dope. but definitely like in Staples Center or something like that.
I think you're gonna get to
Southern
do that, especially being with 258 and Matchroom.
Yeah.
Were you being sought after by any other promoters, or were these the first managers and promoters that came at you?
I mean, these are the ones that were like they had like the best interest, so we just stuck with that, and we just.
But
made it
there
happen
were
right away.
others.
There others. Let me see. I mean, yeah, I believe there was like 1 or 2 others, but this was just the best route I felt.
No,
Especially
for
from my
sure.
weight class. So,
No, I mean they're doing a great job
I gotta
promoting and on social media.
Right.
I know you felt that love, like they must have tagged you at least a dozen times for this fight. So I know you like that.
Any interest from Tekken? Because obviously they have a lot of those smaller weight class fighters.
I didn't actually hear too much from Tekken at all. Really.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, look, things going good with Matchroom and 258, and obviously putting you on big cards. You think you'll get one in before the end of the year?
Oh, I think so. I was actually hoping on getting at like maybe two in, but I'm not so sure because of the eye right now. I gotta let this heal up and get back into training. But yeah, definitely another one in.
How many fights next year you think ideally?
Shoot, I mean, it all depends on how everything goes, but I want to say like almost the same as this year. 4 or 5
fights,
or something like that. Yeah.
So who are you looking at the top right now that looks like someone you'll be able to take down in a few fights and or years?
I mean, whoever's in my way to a world title, we got to see how, it's always changing in the boxing world, but whoever's at 115,
Do you see yourself facing the Estradas and the Gonzalez's of the world, or you think they're on their way out and you won't be able to catch them?
I mean, if I could catch them, that would be a great opportunity,
Passing of the torch.
Exactly. I think that would be a great opportunity, so we'll see how it all plays out, if they're still around within 1 or 2 years from now.
Who do you think is the one that stands out the most to you right now? 115. Ioka's there, Bam's there, Joshua Franco's there,
I think
Caio Estrada's there.
I think right now, man, I think Chocolatito's still actually doing really good. I don't really see him slowing down so much. So I think he's actually doing pretty good, and I think he might actually beat Estrada in December.
Nah, man, I think he won the second fight. I was there in Dallas for that one, so I'm picking him in this one too.
How many fights out you think before you can take on a Andrew Maloney?
And Andrew Maloney, I gotta see, how much I progress. I want to get a taste for 8 rounds first. I barely went the distance. With the draw, that was my first 6 rounder. I felt good. So we'll see where I'm at, a few fights from now.
Is it frustrating to have all these names thrown at you?
I mean,
kind of, because I can't
you're
really still in that developmental stage,
right,
so it's
right.
like,
I'm barely,
do these questions get frustrating because you still have to just develop and see if you are going to be in contender or championship status?
I think it's just, it's just more on how I develop as a fighter, with the performance and whatnot. So I think that would really tell,
In terms of the eye injury, have you gotten X-rays already?
Yeah, everything's good. Nothing fractured. It's just swelling up. So I gotta take care of that swelling, get it down ASAP.
So no broken orbitals.
No, I'm good.
Thank God. It seems like now every time a fighter gets a swollen eye, it's a fractured orbital or something.
Something serious.
I know. I got James Benitez that says, I guess you answered this. What's your honest opinion of Canelo GGG? I feel the card was decent and Canelo looked like he is on the downhill, but you didn't watch it.
Right, I didn't even really watch that fight. I didn't really have any interest in watching it. You know?
So when do you go back home?
I'm actually gonna go back home today.
Okay.
You know.
How
And,
much time would you take off?
About a week. I want to take about a week and a half, and especially before I get back into sparring, you know, I got to take care of this. But just keep training, you know, just running, doing stuff like that. You know, that way I don't blow up so much. But yeah.
What's that week and a half gonna look like for you?
Shoot, just chilling, man. Just chilling with fam. You know, catching up with people. Get some food. You know. So.
What was the first thing you wanted to eat after the fight? Because even after you weigh in, you still got to eat clean. So.
Right.
What was the first thing you wanted to like indulge in?
Man, the first thing, probably something sweet. I don't know, like chocolate or something. You know, I like chocolate. I was watching.
What chocolate though?
Something with caramel. You know, I like caramel a lot. Like caramel M&Ms or Snickers. You know.
Okay.
But
Damn, they got caramel M&Ms.
Yeah. Like around the
Think
time,
it's a
like
blue bag.
around the time I cut weight, you know, I'm cutting weight. I'm always going like on scrolling on IG, and I'm saving the post to see like, man, this restaurant looks pretty good. This restaurant looks pretty good or whatever. And it's, you know, I'm in Vegas, so I was just like trying to see what I could get after, you know. So
what were you eating yesterday?
what I eat yesterday.
All those spots you saved, what'd you get to eat?
Yeah, Sunday.
I got
was
some
a
ice
day off.
cream.
Okay.
You know, I got some ice. I was weird, man. I was in the mood for some Burger King.
Okay.
So I got some Burger King too. That's kind of weird.
Nah, I mean, man,
You know,
whatever it is.
I mean, you craving.
Yeah. So yeah, I got some ice cream. Got some Burger King. I got some more ice cream too. I don't know how many times I ate ice cream yesterday. Yeah.
How was daylight?
Shoot, pretty good, man.
Had a good time?
Yeah.
You guys don't.
What's daylight?
It's a pool club out here, pool party out here. So
Word.
yeah,
They played a lot of Latin music.
Yeah.
Cause that's what people been recommending to me is daylight. But I'm like, yo, I don't want to be at a pool party. It was a pool party, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I'm not a boxer. I don't have the body you got. I can't be out there strutting with no shirt. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think, and I'm pretty sure they're done after this month till like the springtime. So
Oh, because of the seasons?
yeah, of course.
That's crazy. It is starting to get chilly. Yesterday it was like 70 something, no, wasn't it?
He
Like
said that's chilly
Got
now.
dark pretty fast too.
that is chilly for out here.
I mean,
I'm not used to that. I'm used to 90 something, you know?
What? 115.
Exactly. 70. I was like, ooh.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I woke up yesterday cold as shit,
Yeah, no, it was.
freezing.
I had to turn down the
I was
AC,
freezing.
man. So, what do you think of Vegas, man? Is this a location that you would like to hold camp in? Most fighters come out here for the heat, the altitude, or are you good?
The quality of work.
Quality of work.
I mean, I love Vegas. You know, I mean, I've been coming here since I was a kid. I got family out here. It's like my
Oh,
second
wow.
home. You know, so I was excited to fight out here as well. There was actually one point in my life I was probably about 10 or so. I wanted to live out here, but I mean, I'm good where I'm at right now. You know, I think there's a possibility where I could probably hold a camp out here or get some sparring or whatnot. But as of right now, I mean, shoot, I got great work in Southern California.
That's what's up. Well, I think that might be all the questions.
What about, hold on. What do you think about Canelo denouncing any fight with Mexican fighters, you know? Or maybe one of y'all could word the question better.
Yeah, basically saying that
He doesn't want to fight Mexicans because he represents Mexico. So he's like, I don't want to fight Mexicans.
I mean, I don't really think that makes like too much sense to me. I mean,
Exactly.
you just gotta fight whoever, you know.
I mean, I ain't hear Eric Morales tell that shit to Herrera or Marquez or whoever Marquez for. Like, it don't make sense. He needs to just fight Benavidez. There's not another big fight for him out there anyway. I mean, there is. He got like 5 big fights.
Who?
Canelo.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
I think Benavidez too, just not in the immediate.
But they're all big. Like, if he chooses Benavidez, a big fight. He goes with the rematch. That's a big fight because no one expects it. He goes with
If
Charlo, big
if
fight.
Zurdo wins, and if he were to hypothetically
Big fight because
yeah.
everybody says he doesn't want to fight Mexicans. So, you know, he's got options.
Do
What do
you
you think are your...
Do you? I'm just curious. Do you see him as the face of Mexican boxing, or do you think it's still Chavez or somebody else in your eyes?
Like currently,
I mean, I'm just.
I mean, period,
Just
right?
in
Because he's
general.
accomplished more than Chavez.
I mean, he has.
How
you
could
know?
Chavez be the face just because it's not his era? Like, if you didn't do more than Canelo's top, he's he's obviously accomplished more than
Yeah, but-
He
Chavez.
was the first undisputed, you know.
But it's like
Mexican,
I've
so-
told you, bro. The Mexican people, you know, he don't look Mexican enough. To
No, I
them,
get
feel
it, but
like.
I'm just saying when he's asking you saying current or active, I'm saying
Oh,
all time
yeah, all
because
time,
of the
yeah, all
accomplishments.
time, yep.
I think I would put him up there because of the accomplishments, you know, especially since he's the first.
But
Mexican
like
undisputed
in your eyes, do you see Chavez as the greatest, or do you see Canelo as the greatest,
I mean,
or do you see somebody else? You know,
Are you Mexican American? This is a lot of
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it might not mean the same to him. You might not look at Chavez as the face
you
of
know, I
Mexico.
wasn't around that. You know,
Yeah.
so
So for you, it is
Canelo,
Canelo. Yeah, because it's his era. Canelo's his era. You know, Chavez is for your coach back there, right? That's your coach?
No, that's my pops.
Oh, your pops.
Yeah.
So Chavez is the face of boxing for you? Of Mexican boxing?
For me, well, yeah, I grew up watching Chavez.
See?
Yeah,
It's all the era you're in, man. You know, so you don't consider Canelo to have surpassed Julio Cesar Chavez Sr.?
I think he has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he has.
Okay, well, at least he admitted he has.
yeah.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take this picture with you, Anthony. If you can, give out your social media, anywhere you want to address our audience to follow you and or, maybe you got a merch link or something.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at _Anthony C. Herrera. My athlete page on Facebook at Anthony Herrera. Yeah.
All right.
My Twitter as well, Anthony C. Herrera. Yeah.
We'll be right back. We're going to take a picture with the champ, and we'll be back to answer your question. YouTube family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.